What's going on, YouTube community? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, in this video, I'm going to do my finals preview of the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors. Now, let's get to it. Okay, first, I just want to talk about the paths of both teams. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they swept the Boston Celtics. They played the Chicago Bulls, had a tough series. LeBron James especially had a tough series. Didn't shoot the ball too greatly in that series. But, they managed to win the series 4-2. And then they go on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Excuse me. And they sweep the goddamn Atlanta Hawks. So really, like I said before, easier path. Really no big challenges at all, except for the Bulls, because it was kind of close and tight. The Bulls did compete, but, they just didn't have enough to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. So LeBron James, boom, fifth finals, boom. Moving on to the Golden State Warriors. They played the first team, New Orleans Pelicans, Anthony Davis. Went up against Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had a hell of a series. Played them well, but the Golden State Warriors managed to sweep them. Even though the Pelicans, they did push them at some points, throughout the playoffs. Then they Golden State Warriors, they beat, I believe the Memphis Grizzlies was next. Yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies, tough opponent, tough defensive opponent for the Golden State Warriors. The two bigs down there, Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, tough. It was a tough series, but they still managed to win the series 4-2. And then they go up against the Houston Rockets. Another tough opponent, James Harden, Dwight Howard, great shooting team, Houston Rockets. Managed to beat the Houston Rockets 4-1 to go to the Western Conference. To go to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1975. So, with that said, both teams did their jobs to get to the finals. Of course, in my eyes, I think the Golden State Warriors, they had a more impressive job because the competition level that they had played, and where the Cleveland Cavaliers, no disrespect, but let's just be real, it really wasn't no threat there. Only threat could have been was the Chicago Bulls, So, going to the finals. Now, as of right now, as we speak, the Cleveland Cavaliers is pretty much like you have the best defenses in the finals right now. The Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. Like I said, before, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they defense finally, stepped up and has been playing great, defense. The Golden State Warriors, where they've been number one all season, number one offense, number one defense all season, they play great defense also as well. Now, you have different matchups that we're going to see in the finals. We're going to have to figure out, who's going to guard Stephen Curry, who's going to guard LeBron James. Those are the two big superstars in this series, of course. You have a hobbled Kyrie Irving, so you really don't know what you're going to get from him. And then you have a stellar point guard in Stephen Curry, who's been putting on amazing performances in the playoffs, just putting up numbers, shooting the three ball well, shooting from the field, just to feel as well. Then you have you have Kyrie Irving, who's been banged up. You don't know what you're going to get from Kyrie Irving in the finals. He's going to be a big part of whatever the success happen in these finals, because if he's not 100% healthy and he can't really go out there and do the things that we're accustomed to see him doing, it's going to be hard for the Cleveland Cavaliers to beat the Golden State Warriors, 4 times. And then, but on the other hand, you have, of course, LeBron James, the guy who's two-time champion, two-time MVP, two-time Finals MVP, 4-time MVP. He's been there. He knows what it takes to win. Okay, where on the other hand, you have the Golden State Warriors. None of their players have ever been there before. You only have a couple players on the Cleveland Cavaliers that's actually been to the finals. Now, like I said before, both teams have their pros and cons. It's all about matchups in these finals. Can the Cleveland Cavaliers stop Golden State three-point shooting? Because this is one of the best three-point shooting teams, period. Even when this team is down or not shooting the three ball well, they still find ways to win, or they start making some three balls. Now the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're gonna have to figure out, how to stop Stephen Curry. Because this guy can create his own 3-point shot, can create his own shot easy. And it hasn't been stopped yet. So are the Cleveland Cavaliers going to play him up tight? But even if you do that, you still have other guys also that can shoot the ball. So they're going to have to play some great perimeter defense. Now, on the flip side, the Golden State Warriors, they play great perimeter defense also. They didn't really let Houston go crazy with their 3-point shots. And we know the Houston Rockets, they're a great 3-point shooting team also. But then, you have a guy like J.R. Smith who's been hot from the 3-point line. So, those guys are going to have to lock in on him, especially him. You know, LeBron, he's been shooting the three ball bad. You know, but you still have other guys who can shoot the three ball also. Dellavedova, um, Shumpert, Mike James Jones, which has been playing a lot. You know, Kyrie Irving. So you still have to lock down on those guys. But you know, at the end of the day, the Golden State Warriors, they have that upper advantage. You know. Now, like I said before, who's going to guard LeBron James? This is the question. Who's going to guard LeBron James? My thing is, Harrison Barnes, I think, is going to guard LeBron James first. They're going to throw multiple bodies at him. We know Iguodala at one point was considered a top echelon defender in the game. So he would be able to match LeBron James. You're going to have Draymond Green on LeBron James. Draymond Green, he's a feisty guy, great defender. You know, he can get up there and bang with LeBron James, even though they might be smaller than LeBron James. But they're going to have to work as a unit to, you know, try to slow LeBron James down. And I think they can, actually. You know, then you have, you know, it's basically three bodies you can throw at LeBron James. Now, of course, LeBron James on the flip side, he's going to have to basically try to guard everybody. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, especially if those guys get hot. So you're going to see LeBron James pretty much on everybody. I just don't see him on one person. Then you have, you know, the bigs. Mozgov, Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson has been playing some great basketball. He's been a ball hawk machine getting the rebounds, you know. And as far as on the Golden State Warriors side, we know they're small, but they still can rebound also. Now the question is, who's going to step up and try to challenge Tristan Thompson? You have Bogut, you have Festus Ezeli, and if I'm not mistaken, you have Maurice Spates. He said he will be playing in the finals. So now you have three bigs now that can come in and contribute and rebound and play good defense. You know, Bogut ain't no scrub. You know, he can defend with one of the best. Defend with any of the best. You know, so you have that size there, and that's going to be there in the paint, especially with Maurice Spates coming back. And Festus Ezeli, you know, he's been playing good too. You have Tristan Thompson, who's been a rebounding machine, and Mozgov, who also can rebound too. You know, now my thing is, I think that if the Cleveland Cavaliers, you know, if you look at who teams played the better team ball, it's like I would have to go with the Golden State Warriors for the simple fact that they're not the usual 3-point shooting team because they can contribute. They share the ball. They move the ball. Everybody contribute. Where you have some teams where it's a lot of ISO, one-on-one, boom. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, they've been playing a lot of ISO ball. You know, they've been playing a lot of ISO ball lately. LeBron James has been shooting a lot of shots. It's just been a lot of ISO basketball. So it's like, can the Cleveland Cavaliers shut down the perimeter shooting of the Golden State Warriors? Can they shut down this up-tempo offense? You know, because we know the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're going to come in there tough, gritty, bang. They want to bang with you, you know. But it's going to come down to pretty much who. Put it like this: who can make the most? Who can capitalize off the possessions the most? You know, it's going to be a battle. You know, it's going to be a battle. And I don't think, do people realize it's basically like this? This is the toughest defense they're going to stay. This is the toughest defense the Cleveland Cavaliers is going to be seeing. This is their toughest competition. You know, as far as the Golden State Warriors, I can't say that the Cavs are their toughest competition because they've been through the Memphis Grizzlies. They played the Houston Rockets. Even when Houston Rockets went down 4-1, they had a tough first two games. And then we all know what happened in the fourth game. They even had to tough it out with the New Orleans Pelicans, you know. So they seen competition. And my thing is whether or not those other guys on the basically like who's the Golden State Warriors. They have a better bench. They're deep. They have the better depth. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they don't really have a great depth, and then they're lacking two superstars. They don't have a healthy Kyrie Irving. They don't have a healthy Kevin Love. You know, LeBron James is pretty much going to try to do everything, and I just don't know if that will be enough. Both teams, guys, has to step up, but it's like whose bench is going to step up the most, you know? And, you know, if it was me, my game plan would be let LeBron, the coach, Steve Kerr, is going to have to figure out how he's going to guard LeBron James. Is he going to let LeBron James go out there and try to win the game for him, let him score 30-something, 40-something, 50-something, or will he, you know, will he double team LeBron James and just let some of the open shooters just take a chance with what the open shooters would do for the Cleveland Cavaliers? Me personally, I would just play LeBron James one-on-one. Because like I said, at the end of the day, you can score 40 all you want, 40, 50 all you want. But you're still going to need help from the other guys. You understand? So Steve Kerr's going to have to figure out what he's going to do. You know? But, you know, at the end of the day, this should be a great series. I'm not saying that some people are going to say, like how a lot of people saying, oh, the Cavs are going to sweep the Warriors are going to sweep the Cavs. No, I'm not saying that. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes 7 games. But if you really, really look at it, yes, LeBron James is the greatest player in the NBA. They're going to have their hands full, the Cavs. They really are. And do people realize that Stephen Curry is the first player in the NBA history to face every member of a first-team All-NBA in the postseason? So he has went through better competition, went through better players, and now he's going up against LeBron James. And another thing I just wanted to say, people say that they're going to out-rebound the Golden State Warriors. Or, you know, how they're going to perform against the bigs of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, you got to remember, they just went through Memphis. They went through Memphis. They went through, you know, they went through some pretty good damn bigs. And Tristan Thompson is only 6'8". You know, he plays with a lot of heart, though. So both teams have their pros. Both teams have their cons. As of right now, I can't tell you who I want. It's like 50-50 right now. So I'm going to make another video. It's like 50-50 right now. I'm not really sure, but it's like in my mind, I'm rolling with Golden State Warriors. Fuck it. You know what? I'm going with the Golden State Warriors to win the finals. I just think their offense is just too better. Their defense is good also. I don't think nobody's going to stop Stephen Curry. They share the ball well. It's not really no ISO ball. They have a better depth bench, you know, and I think they're going to come and play their ass off, and they have home court advantage. But on the flip side of things, you have LeBron James. You know, you really don't know, you know, what you're going to get from Kyrie Irving, if he's going to be 100% or not, you know. And then it's like those other guys, like, sometimes I feel like I just don't trust them enough, you know. But then also, you know, Klay Thompson, he's going to perform better too, you know. But anyway, guys, I know this video is pretty long, but I hope you guys watch it. Comment, subscribe, favorite, like, share. Check out my previous videos. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all them social sites, and I'm out. Deuces.